don't know what's going on with my phone. My phone is acting like it's gotten contaminated. But you can see all this with all this water. All these houses are flooded out down here. Look at this, all this water in people's front yards. I mean, this area is very, very low lying. Out of all the properties, me and my husband's cousin have both high and dry, but everybody else is low and wet. My secondary property is low and wet. Like towards the end, it looked like what's down here on the floor. The piggies' housey, where I fixed their house yesterday, because I knew we were going to have this tremendous amount of cold rain coming our way. And believe it or not, my pigs are very smart. They decided that they were going to burrow another part of their house to a higher area where they were able to insulate themselves underneath a part of the pallet that is not covered. It is covered with tin, but not covered the way I want it to be covered. And I'm gonna have to do something a little better than what I have right now for them, because I'm pretty sure that they don't like cold weather or cold rain on them. I know I don't. I'm sure they don't like them either. So I'm trying to find a place somewhere out here along my fence line where, maybe right here, where I gotta get a mailbox for in case I get packages like this big. It doesn't fit into my regular house mailbox, my business mailing box, which is that small one right there. I'm gonna try to see if I can get it there, or maybe even over here, put a bigger box so mail orders could get there, so I don't have to go to the post office every day. I could happy to say, I heard the Canadian geese is over my head today, and the lake, there's a watering hole right there. It's filled up. It's got big. He can't sell this one portion. You could even see some parts back there. It's all water. Like the land over here is like, here drains down, but everything from here is draining inwards. So this gets all flooded. It's very low line here. And this one lady, she came through with her car the other day, and I guess she assumed she might be able to, you know, get up out of that area, and she got stuck in the mud. She literally got stuck in the mud. So I do try to clean out my drainage here, because, what is this? Another bottle? What's that? It can't possibly, we've been out here 1,000,000 times. No, this is not a, this is a, what? Commercial bottle, but I'll put it up there anyway. We come out here, we find all kinds of stuff. But this area we have to work on, because I have to open this culvert. This culvert makes the water flow through. But as you can see, I have pretty green, almost green grass out here. And as long as we keep on working at it, and we try to work it more than the town does, because the town, even though I went up there to the building inspectors and the people that give you your permits for your properties, and the guy came out here to do the electrical pole out there, and I already had this basically all set up. I didn't have the barbed wire on it, but all the T-posts were set up. And I said, is that okay? And he's like, yeah, as long as you're 20 feet from the yellow line, which we measured up. It's a 40 feet easement for the road crew if you have a house, because I don't have a house. He said it's 20 feet for the fencing, 40 feet for your home. I gave them plenty. I gave them 120 feet from right there, that yellow line, all the way to that fence. I gave them 120 feet. But the guy assumed I was running my barbed wire all the way across, and then all this was be to the town. No, it doesn't work like that. I don't know why workers want to get involved when I already classified what we were planning on doing. So it's been a very cold day today. Very, very nippy. This rain is really hurting me. Had to drive up a little bit so I could get a little closer to the fence. Yeah, it's just really nippy on my hands, and it's more like a freezing rain. I had an incident with my pig's lighting system. I guess maybe it got wet and the bulb cracked. I have it inside. I don't have it exposed where water would drip onto it. I'm just assuming. I'm not sure. So I had to go out and buy them a brand new heat lamp today, which they're going to need it because it's going to get extremely cold out here. And even though Clyde is a bigger hog than Bonnie is, he does keep her very well insulated in that pen. I could really vouch for that. He really does love Bonnie. And I think I went out there and looked at the pigs this morning when it stopped raining for a little while. Like, it's been finally the only break we had for the last 3 or 4 hours. But it's expected to pick up again. So I went in there and I checked on them and stuff. And come to find out, they made a higher area for themselves to rest in. So the water, because their little spot that they were experiencing, I hate this fence, I really do. I want something better than what my husband has set up here, because it's just a pain in the behind for me, especially my hands are cold. Think I want to be finkle-fankling with a gate? Not really. But I went and got some hay for them yesterday, and the hay got all wet. So they're not gonna lay on that. They moved up to a different area in the pen, and what I made for them, it's like a little homey, but they made a wallowing area where they would dig and lay themselves into at nighttime. And they made it so big that all the water went down into that hole. So they basically got a mud hole inside their household, which I didn't want. I wanted them to be able to be out of the rain, and I was trying to build it a little better, but I'm going to have to get more pallets, more sturdier pallets than what I have currently right now. I mean, if you look, don't look at my mess, but if you look, there's lots and lots of holes all over the place out here. So they're out and about. You can see them. You see they're standing out. And they're not underneath this tarp. They're in this part where the tin is over them. So I'm going to try to see my car. My car has been acting up. I have to get this car into the shop as soon as possible. Because now it seems like, you know, it just seems like towards the end of the year, everything breaks down, and they all break down at one time. It's never like just randomly, today's going to break down or tomorrow is going to break down. But you can see what happened out here. When my landlord took those stumps out, he created big holes like this. And the rain all comes in here, and it goes downhill. With the last rainstorm, I made like a moat for it to go into this area and feed into this wooded area. But no, I didn't get a chance to do that last night because, again, it came in the middle of the night and we weren't expecting it. We were expecting rain all day long yesterday in the daytime, but for some reason, then the weather comes around here at nighttime. So it is what it is. It's very cold out here, like I say. Normally, if I was RVing, I wouldn't be in this type of climate. I would definitely stick to the warmer climates in my RV. But because this is our homestead and we're trying to build it up and get this bamboo in, as long as I could get my bamboo all in by May of 2020. Then I could leave and I could go travel and get out of this nasty weather. But other than that, I have to make a part 2 of this video because it's cold out here, it's starting to rain, and I want to get the light in for my pigs. So I hope everybody has a great day from Green Steel USA LLC. Bye.